Welcome. Mm. Please feel free. Resha.
Just a minute. Okay. Hey, Meike.
Guten Morgen.
Guten Morgen. Moin, moin.
Moin, moin.
Wow. So long ago, moin, moin. So grateful for that. So, Meike, last time when we spoke about this misfits, misfits, I love it. Good morning, misfits. I talk to them now. You said to me, I can't make any mistake. And I understand it somewhere. I know that you are right, but I don't, I'm not so sure in it, so yeah.
I understand.
Please,
Yeah.
this we're going to look again.
Yeah, it's beautiful that you say that. You know, there's also a distinction to be made. You know, the moment the sense of I, that what we normally call Meike, Teresha, and so on, that which somehow believes that it is in charge, that can't understand. That lives in the realm of mistakes and right and wrong, and that lives in duality.
Yeah, clear.
That I, So it's just when we are so lucky and by grace, we kind of, sometimes that happens. I know you know that. Sometimes it happens and we drop beyond that sense of I. When that opens up, that beyondness of the sense of I, then it becomes absolutely clear that there are no mistakes. The moment it's understood by the mind, which comes with a sense of I, or the other way around, sense of I comes with the mind. It's also called ego. People call it also ego. It cannot be understood. It is only when there is a dropping beyond the sense of I. And that happens sometimes by grace. Yeah. But it's beautiful, when I speak it, maybe from that place or from wherever, it doesn't matter. You could feel it does resonate. There is a knowing that is true, but the sense of I is so big and active that, it's like a big shadow over the truth. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I find it actually very important. I love that you bring that. Very important to make that distinction. Because in this realm, where the sense of I lives, there are mistakes, there are errors, there are you should do it a certain way, or you could do it a certain way, or so on and so on and so on. This is right, this is wrong. It lives in that world. So it's just when something relaxes into itself, when that sense of I kind of, some people call it surrender, when it just, for a moment, it takes a little breath. So, and then that space of all is well, alles is gut. When that opens up, then, mistakes disappear.
Yeah, it's clear. Yeah, good.
It's clear.
I thought so. That's, yeah.
Yes.
And
yeah. So now,
sorry.
No worries. Just now you can see speaking wants to happen. And let's see if we can identify if that is the sense of I, or is that, yes.
It was the sense of I.
It was the sense of I. Just to identify, Viresha, that's gold. That is, oh my God, that is so beautiful. And not to make it wrong, just to identify it. Just to see, sense of I has a but, or would like to get it more clear, or just does, whatever it comes with. Yes. Exactly.
I wanted to know, how can I be sure that I'm beyond? Yeah.
That is the sweetness of the sense of I. It so would like to hang out there, but it's, it's in its own way. Yeah, it's just, it goes so the other way around. The moment that sense of I is active, it is not possible to even get a sense of the truth. It's nearly not possible. Nearly. I will not say it's not possible, because you said yourself there is also a knowing. See, that knowing is beyond. So most of us are constantly acting and living in the realm of the sense of I, the I-ness, or ego, or mind, whatever we want to call that. It's hyperactive in our culture, in our civilization culture. There are some other cultures still around where, they're not living so much through that sense of I, they're more in connection. Because that's another thing that opens up the moment that sense of I quietens down a bit. And it's like, oh my God, it is in the realm of connection.
Let's go there, Meike.
We are already on our way. Can you feel? We are on the way already. Yes. See, and there's a trap in a certain way, because if the sense of I says, let's go there and let's live there, you can forget it. It's just by grace. And I love how you start breathing. It's just by grace that it might happen, that sense of I surrenders to itself in a certain way. It's like click, click, bloop, bloop, however that happens, I don't know. Sometimes, wow, and then for a split second, it's all clear. It's all clear. So now our life, in a way, is about letting it do its thing and knowing about the knowing. So whatever it does, it's not in the sense of I's hands. It's not in its hands. It doesn't mean that it's not doing. It's just when that sense of I quietens down, it lives itself differently. And we all know that. We all have had glimpses, or maybe even more than glimpses, when something else opens and you see, oh, this body is a vehicle of truth itself. Sense of I is still there. It still speaks like this. It still acts with right and wrong and mistakes and errors and this and all those things. But at the same time, the knowing is there that that is just a, call it dream, or some people call it illusion. I don't like these words too much because they carry already. But that just happens by itself. So again, when I say you can't make a mistake, it's not from the sense of I spoken to the sense of I. It's more reminding the deeper knowing that all is well. Doesn't matter. All is well. However it goes, all is well.
It's easy when there's only sunshine. No, all is well.
I know. So that is, maybe what we remind each other of every time we meet. That's why we come together, isn't it? That's why we actually come together. Yeah. To have these kind of conversations again and again. That's why people become monks or nuns or sadhus or go into caves or hermits. That's why trying, looking for a way out of that sense of I that is just constantly hammering us with beliefs and ideas. Ideas and beliefs and all that stuff. With right and wrong, and that's why people meditate. That's why people go to see so-called gurus. That's why we go to church. That's why we have belief systems. All of that, just to get a moment of peace. That sense of all is well. It's like, okay, it's like not my will, thy will, not me, like this mysterious mystery which we live in. My God, who came up with this idea, huh? Letting bodies walk around here and do what they do, and my God, growing trees and water and sky and stars and galaxies over galaxies, cells, and I mean, yeah. So that's why we come together, having conversations about exactly this. So absolutely precious. Very, very grateful for this conversation. Reminds all of us that there is something in place that we can't put our finger on. That sense of I doesn't have a say in there. It's useless in that realm.
And the more we observe, oh, that's the ego again,
Beautiful. Mm.
then
Mm.
the more the grace can happen. Or,
Yeah.
mm.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That's how you learned it. Or what?
Yeah, still constantly learning, not believing any thought, anything that causes disturbance, not believing in it.
Mhm.
Not, I mean, how can I say, when it shows itself, getting in touch with that is beyond. Inviting that.
What? Excuse you?
When the mind is activated and makes you want to believe thoughts, you know, there comes strong sensation and it says, oh, you're not good enough, or you made a mistake, and
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
you still don't know.
Mhm.
When that comes,
Mhm.
sitting down for a moment, holding still, saying, wow, is this true? Or is it just a sensation, and is it just a belief? Is it true? So that's how
Mhm.
my system plays
Mhm.
again and again. And it's like, you know, after a little while when it does that, it doesn't even have to do the process. It doesn't even have to sit down. It just, whenever ideas, that kind of disturbing ideas come that are kind of self-destructive, you can see, that are not kind towards self. It's like, no, I'm not believing that. Okay, sensations, bring it on. Like our friend Buddha, bring it on. I put my hands down, I'm not moving. My feet are on the ground, I'm not moving. Bring it on. I know it might kill me, it might. Bring it on. I'm not
Mhm.
biting into it.
Good that you say this because sometimes it's not often that there comes a so, and then
Yes.
I have the feeling, oh, there's such a deep fear.
Yeah.
I can't hold it, but
Yeah.
but I know it's lovely to give space to this.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. That's also, it's beautiful that you say that. You know,
Mm.
these contractions cause a lot of fear for most of us. So it's very, very difficult to hold those by yourself, because then the system feels already isolated. You know, it feels alone. So for that, it is the best when there is a friend or someone that we just can reach out to and say, oh, can we hold hands here? There's this stuff going on, there's fear, there's these strong sensations. Could you hold my hand here? Could we just, I don't need to even talk, just that I get a sense I'm not alone.
Mm.
Yeah. Then that's kindness again. So what we're actually looking for is kindness, warmth, compassion towards our own system. So the opposite of what we're used to, you know, making ourselves wrong and beating ourselves up and believing that there's something wrong with us. So now it's more like, oh, beautiful body, wow, beautiful Beresha. Oh, how can I be even more kind to you, to myself? How can I be more kind? So that comes with reminding ourselves.
Mm.
See, then when that kindness towards self comes, then there's also no wrong or right. And it's just like a child running to its mommy and being received. Oh, my little one, come on here. Gosh, been on such an adventure today. All those things that you've experienced today. Come on here into my arms. It's like that then. Kindness. Falling, being fallen off your bike or on your nose or whatever. And yeah, somebody there who cleans it all and loves every tiny bit without hesitation.
So when disturbing thoughts come, you ask yourself, is this true? And you don't work on the thoughts to think more positive. So,
Doesn't work, huh?
mm.
It's just, you've got to have that knowing that you were talking about at first, that deeper knowing that it is not true. You have to see it. It's like it doesn't help when you just say it. It has to be really, really deeply seen and experienced. That you haven't done wrong. That's the kindness again. It's like, I see. And it's not, when I say that you haven't done wrong, you also haven't done right. It is just not in that realm of right or wrong. It is in that realm of, I see, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Come, I'm here. It's that which melts everything in us. That presence, coming towards ourselves from that place that melts every resistance. See, then something opens up. You call it grace again. It's like a different universe opens. It's here-ness in a different way. It's warm and it is kind. And it is.
Schatz, ich bin gerade mit Mike. Wait a moment, please.
Yeah, and it's present. It is always kind. It's the warmest place one can imagine. And with warm, I mean tender, soft, but strong and fierce at the same time. It's just, there's no place for doubt. There's no place for hesitation. All those things don't exist in that world. There's just all is well. And even that, if it's misunderstood, it's useless again. But you know what I mean. Now you know what I mean.
And when we are there, then our heart or life tells us how it goes on or something.
Yes,
Mm.
yes, yes. It moves us. Exactly, it moves us. It's very clear that what something else is in charge. Something is not that what we normally think is doing. It's, the same force that makes a tree grow, or a flower, or a bird, or a butterfly.
Yeah, everything. Yeah. Mm.
Everything, even the air, the fullness of the air, or the fullness of the water. Everything realizes the mystery of itself, without but, when, if, just in awe of itself.
Yes, you can see it in the cat, it's sitting there. So really, yeah, in awe of itself.
Yes, you can see it in the cat.
Yeah.
So, that's so good that you say that. Use the cat as a reminder.
Mm.
The cat does not have any whens or buts or mistakes or stuff. It doesn't do that one. Yeah, and you see it in her.
Mm. Mm.
Mm.
Mm.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Mm.
Mm. Mm. Talia. Hey, darling. You can
Hello.
unmute. Hi.
That hello. That was hello everyone. That was so beautiful, Micah. So beautiful.
Awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, thanks to Rachel for inviting us to this.
Ah, just such a beautiful, perfect timing, beautiful inquiry.
Yeah.
And I noticed something interesting. As you said about being very deeply kind and always kind to yourself, this energy came up, something came up that was like, no way. It was like this kind of inner violence energy. This little pocket of something was just like, no, no, not doing it. No kindness here. I was like,
Yeah.
wow, what's that energy? And I'm just watching it and being in the space of that. And this, but then after that, there was this kind of almost something was almost this low grade panic, like, I've got to talk to Micah, I've got to bring this to the space and bring this to
Yes.
Micah, like, it wants
Yes.
to be free. It's got like a momentum in it, something in
Yes.
there. So it was like,
Yeah.
there's a charge, like a full energy in there.
Yeah. Oh, how beautiful. So
Like
thank
a
you for bringing
bursting.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a bursting
Yeah. Yeah.
volcano.
Yeah.
But it was, fascinating, like really hard, really hard.
How's it
Refusal to
now?
be kind.
Wait 1 second. It is also very clear that that is not the space of kindness. But when the space of kindness opens up, that is when those aspects of us, or whatever you want to call that, those contractions can show themselves. That's when they can come to visit. without being acted upon. You know, it's like you said, wow, you saw that, whoa, you saw that volcano. And of course, if there is a contraction that is so deep and held for so long, maybe, who knows when, it is a volcano. It's like when there's a little hole in there, so and it might come out very, very fiery, explosive. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So
A
that
lot of
is,
energy to hold it in. You know?
yes. I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of what our bodies make from in a certain way, huh? These deep contractions.
Our bodies are made of deep contractions.
Oh, look at
Love, as well as all the love.
look at bones. I mean, it's density, isn't it? It's density.
Never thought of it like that.
Yeah, anyway, who knows if that's right. Just an idea.
I like it.
But then how is it now? Let's just see. How is it now?
There's an excitement, a sense of excitement, the volcano's still there. It's like a lot of energy,
Yeah.
but it feels a possibility of opening out,
Yeah. Far out.
being met, being received, and opening out. So there's an excitement in that.
Oh, fantastic.
I want to sit up more.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of stretching and cracking a bit, all these
Yes,
creaky.
please do that. So healthy. So something comes into movement.
Yeah.
Something, you know, that has been a bit tight, maybe.
Yeah.
It's coming to, so it's getting warmer also. Beautiful. It's coming into movement.
So much energy in there.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just seeing. So again, from a place where there's nothing to be done possible. From that place that is just present. It's not doing, but it's also not doing.
Oh. It's, yeah. I love that you said not doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Weird,
It's
but
doing.
good. Just different.
Yes.
Yeah, very different to meet that energy with no doing.
Yeah. No agenda.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah. Yeah. Not even freeing it or not even giving it space, or just here being present.
so unusual.
Yes.
It was just a thought. It might get really boring for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah, you know, it would be so easy to believe that, huh?
It would
And
be.
go with it, huh? Oh man,
Yeah.
we
Like
all
everyone's
know
going
that.
to get bored, fall asleep. Something should happen.
Yeah. Yeah. As if there's not enough happening in this moment right now.
Isn't that so interesting what the mind throws up as a, oh,
Yeah.
let's not do that. That's boring. Let's not do that.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's just see if it's not believed in, what
Mm.
happens. It's like it can be there. Good. Then we're coming here again, huh? So much going on here. How could one call that boring?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There's nothing there, no concept of anything, nothing to hang on to, no sides, no up, no down, no nothing.
Just all. And, you know, then the miracle of bodies, of sensation, you know, out of that, no up, no down, no nothing, all the sensations, all the senses, like seeing, seeing this whole universe. Wow. Smelling it, tasting it, hearing it, feeling it, and all the other senses we are normally not so aware of. Just those few senses. Ah, out of what? Out of what? All this. and not neglecting that, not dismissing that miracle of existence, of life, not forgetting that where it comes from, that it comes out of nothing in a way. You know, at least the mind can't grasp what it comes from. But when it's not dismissed, oh my God. And then there's awe, isn't it? At least for me. That's far out, far out. What a trip. All on chemicals, on stardust and stuff, all doing these amazing things so that it can see, so that it can have a conversation like this. Wow. And the grace of that, you know, when that being in awe lives itself through itself. Oh my God. Yeah. Just being in love with whatever comes. If there's sadness, it cries. If there's happiness, it loves. And everything in between. Volcanoes and the quiet lake and all of it. Then out of nothing, a mosquito comes flying by. Or viruses, or, you know, it's like, oh my gosh, it entertains itself constantly. Comes up with new things all the time.
Yeah, there's a lot of movement. A lot of movement.
Movement of, I mean, just, yeah, flowing and flowing and flowing and flowing, and causes all kinds of experiences, from nothingness to absolute fullness.
And the
everything.
movement, the incredible range, the flow between absolute emptiness with no, even like no possibility of a concept
Yes.
of anything that I am entering in that space. Like there's nothing to hang on to, and no, it just, and then the appearance of a sense of self and the feeling of personal, like the whole flow and movement between that. There's such a, oh my God, such an intensity to that.
Yeah,
Absolute nothingness, and you know, and then like being a experiencer, and then no concept of self at all, and then back into that's
all in a split of a second. All in a split of a second. Gone and here. Gone and here.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Wild.
That's how it is for all of us.
Oh my God. But this I love that you're laughing and throwing your head back. I love that. It's really reassuring in a way. Like I love it. And there's so many spiritual ideas about, you know, that is a preferable state, you know, or that, you know, when there's no sense of a me or no identification, that somehow, yeah, that's it. I've got it. Or that's like that's the best. But it's a cruel joke. It keeps appearing again and again. Like
absolutely.
That what you were saying to Varisha, you know, something about you sit down on the notice that thought again, was something about oh, I don't, well, I can't remember what you said exactly, but it was like something like, oh, I haven't got it, or there's, anything
Yes,
that
yeah,
you
something
sit,
wrong or
something
something,
wrong,
I
something to
should,
get, something to
some,
understand, something to, shouldn't be identified as a me or whatever.
yeah,
Sit.
something wrong. Mm. Yeah, yes.
It's
What a
such a
joke.
prevalent, well, it's so prevalent in the whole spiritual seeker reality. It's just like,
Yeah, so it's good to
God,
see.
it's good
So
to
good to
see.
see. It's
It's
so
good
good
to
to
see it
see.
again and again and again and again and again and again and again
It
and again.
obviously it loves to entertain itself.
Yeah, that one can go on for years. That one.
It
Very interesting.
loves to entertain itself.
Get a lot of mileage. Yeah.
And it pulls every card.
Oh my God.
To get some entertainment.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Yes, Talia.
So all of you have the same thing, where it's like nothingness, then intensely feeling like a person, and then nothingness again, and then it feels like a person, and then like
Let's just ask, you guys have that too?
let's ask.
Yeah, good ear there. Some, yeah.
I want to know how many of you have that going on.
I also want to know. Oh,
Sorry.
only Arthur. He doesn't.
Ellen and Sylvie. Oh, Archer's admitting to it now, and
Yeah,
he's not sure.
yeah.
Oh, that's
You know,
gorgeous. Good to know.
and we are
Good
the
to know.
Talia, we
Yeah.
are the lucky ones because at least we see
Yeah.
sometimes.
We see sometimes.
Sometimes we see,
Yeah. We get to
you know, that is, I
fall
mean, I don't,
into the
you're
space
so
of
lucky.
nothingness where we're not anything at all. We see. We do see or be or what it, not exist as a me in a conceptual way. And yeah.
Yeah, you can see what a joke it is, huh? Here we are, and wow, so grace when we can enjoy the moment just for what it is.
Yeah.
With all its intensity and boredom and all of it.
Yeah, so good.
Oh,
So good. So good to have a friend. Have you and the Sangha and the space to
yes.
meet.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
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 Yeah, that sense of falling into that vast void again, of just dropping and falling in. It's really nice to have your face on the screen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Riding those waves.
Yeah, let's ride those waves all together. That's right. You know, there again, it's like, it was beautiful talking with Varesha, because the moment it seems like you're on your own, huh? It freaks the system out. The moment that sense of separation comes in, it causes an absolute freak out. The moment the sense of interconnectedness, all is welcomes. Oh, so yes, yes. And sometimes it's just, you know, going into nature, or sometimes it can happen just by holding somebody's hand, or a smell, or, you know, some sensation. You're just so lucky when it happens.
Okay, awesome. Let's ride the waves.
So lovely to have this exchange. So, so lovely.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Meike.
And you, Talia,
Mm.
for showing up.
Love you.
Love you back. Sylvie.
Hi, Meike.
Hello.
Hello.
You had a good holiday?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh,
And I'm
good.
very proud of myself that I did it.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I had a question about manifestation. It's really emotional also for me. I wrote a children's book, and within 2 weeks I want to go to I don't know the word, a company that publisher, yes, of course, publisher, yeah. And yeah, it means so much to me. I received the information literally in the shower. I received the whole first two chapters. It really came into my belly, and then it's the energy spread in my whole body, and I ran out of the shower and I had to write it. So it really came to me, and I'm so proud of it. And it's very spiritual for children. And yeah, there were so many blockages on manifestation in my life. So I really wanted to look at if there are some left before I go to a publisher.
Oh, gosh, that is so sweet. Can you see the sweetness of
Yeah,
that?
yeah. It means so much to me, this book.
I hear you. It's actually it sounds like a baby.
Yeah,
It sounds like that's a child.
yeah, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. And yeah, I don't have words for it. It's I'm so proud of it, and
just love it. Just love it.
yeah, yeah, and it's full of spiritual messages and spiritual secrets, and yeah, so it's my dream to manifest this one. Yeah. Yeah.
Just enjoy if you can. I would not dig in any old stuff. I wouldn't. Just go with that joy, just with that that beautiful sensation. Just go with that.
And it shifted anyway when I spoke it. Yeah.
See that? Yeah, don't need to entertain that at all, and at least where I'm looking from.
Okay.
Because the joy is so big.
Yeah.
When you speak about it.
Yeah.
Just go with that. It's like treat it as a baby, treat it as a third child.
Yeah.
It really sounds like that because you said you received it or came through your belly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's also where creativity is. Creativity is in the second chakra.
Yeah, but I really received it from another dimension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where we receive children from other dimensions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just enjoy it and love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have a sense that you need to dig and if there's still something that holds it back.
Yeah. Yeah, I was afraid of that because in my healing sessions and healing, there were so many blockages on from past lives that blocked the stream. So,
but they didn't hold this one back,
No.
Nah. So this came anyway, and it came so strongly that you had to act immediately.
Yeah.
So there was nobody could interfere with that. That's how it sounds. That's how I receive when you speak.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is strong enough. You don't need to be worried because this can't be held back. That's how it sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just stay with the joy. Just stay with the joy when that happened in the shower. That receiving.
Yeah.
Yes. Whenever any doubt comes, you go back to the shower when you received it and when it was unstoppable flowing through you.
Yeah.
Yes, that's all.
I feel grounding. I'm sorry?
It's very obvious that this can't be held back.
Yeah, and that's also how I feel, but there was a fear about manifestation or
leave it alone. If you can, don't go there, don't entertain. And you just said there was a grounding going on.
Yeah, there is grounding going on right now in it. Yeah.
Mm. See, you know, that's actually beautiful to speak about that too. Because, you know, when we receive from other dimensions or from wherever, you know, it's so funny, but that's how we speak. Let's just say from another dimension, you know, to let it come into this world, it
Yeah.
needs the earth. So that feeling grounded, you know, it's like normally when you get a child and when everything goes well, it needs that squeeze going through the birth canal,
Yeah.
you know, so that it gets a sense of itself. It's, I mean, and that is a big squeeze. Yeah, there's not much space.
Yeah. Very big squeeze.
And you know, as a mother, I mean, if you have birth, you know how that feels. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So that also creates that being gets a sense of itself so that it can feel itself. So it's like integrating all that space and all that not embodied into embodiment. So
Yeah.
it's really beautiful having this child now, which kind of looks a bit differently. It came in thought form and sensations and had to be written down.
Yeah.
But feeling the grounding of that. So that's kind of what you do. You kind of, wow, yes.
Yeah.
Make it so that it arrives here.
Yeah.
It's not so, you know, with one foot still in that other dimension. We want it here. We want it fully here.
Yeah. It's beautiful how it works. Amazing.
Isn't it?
Yeah, really
Isn't it?
amazing. Yeah, I really literally see it grounding right now through my body.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That's intelligence pure, huh? That is intelligence of this mystery. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's what it was asking for. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
We got it.
Yeah.
Mm.
It needed more grounding. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Needed a bit more squeezing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really amazing what I'm feeling.
Feels so good over here.
It's really, if I have to give words to it, it feels like the whole energy has been ironized and grounded. It feels like iron, heavy and really integrated into the earth. Yeah.
Wow. Gosh, aren't we just so wonderful? You know how, you know, we come together and then something comes in us and oh, fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like miracles.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, with luck, it will have a translation into English. And
Oh, I will manifest this one.
see, there you go. There you go.
This one is mine. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Mm. We're all curious what happens with this child, with this
Yeah.
baby. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Zoe.
Thank you. Thank you. Mhm.
Esther. Can we turn on? Good, thank you. Judith.
Hi.
Hello.
So a lot of waves are happening. Also this whole week, the little one and the deep sense of loneliness. And then there is space to be or to hold and falling through into oneness or connection. But the waves are quite strong, and it feels as if they are coming from deeper in the belly. And so here I want to be and see.
Yeah. So here too, let's just see if there is any agenda.
Yeah,
Yeah, just see.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds like that.
Yeah.
But I might be wrong, but I'm just picking up what I'm picking up on, and then
Yeah.
I'm just putting it out. So no right or wrong with that.
Yeah.
Just seeing if there is any agenda.
I'm not sure. I'm not totally sure. I don't have totally clear that there is an agenda in this meeting. I just feel by listening to you speaking that then that just a wave is coming, and another wave and another wave, and yet I feel still this young organization in it.
Yeah.
Something.
Cool.
That's how
Cool.
it.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't need to get rid of the young organization. It's more the. I also feel that there is space around it. Yeah.
Far out. Beautiful.
So it might be an agenda, but I'm not totally clear on it. Yeah.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So that's out of the way. Cool. We looked. And let's see what's now.
Yeah.
So I'm just, I don't know where this comes from. So but I have to ask it. It's not just, it's directed to the space we are meeting, as on the same level. What's the agenda, if there is an agenda, to our meeting? Let's just see if there is an agenda. I'm looking myself, so it's not putting it onto you, I'm putting it into the space. So let's both have a look. Yeah. gives both of us a breath, just that question. Mhm.
Bring some emotion. There's also an emotion coming.
Oh, far
It's
out.
just
The teary emotion, obviously. I'm like, yes.
yeah.
How beautiful. Oh, how it listens, huh? And how it answers. Isn't it beautiful? It answers our questions.
Mm-hmm.
So here comes gratitude for being received in a way by whatever. So it's like there's an exchange going on. No? We're
Yeah.
asking questions and something happens. And then I have another question. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I just let it do what it does. So
Thank you. Thank
continue,
you.
but it's what happens, happens. So I leave it.
Thank you for being so tolerant, and thank you for just letting it do its thing.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. So if there was an agenda in
Mhm.
us meeting,
Yeah.
would that be okay to have an agenda?
No, that would not be okay.
Oh,
Then that could be the agenda. I don't know. That could be the agenda. That it would not be okay to have an agenda.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I still want to
Oh.
look what the agenda is. What is the agenda? So that is
Yeah.
also a question that is still there.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what is the agenda? Yeah, I'm already,
Oh,
with
you
the
are
next one,
the next. Yeah.
oh, it's not okay having an agenda.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
There's an I that doesn't like that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, what? An agenda is not okay?
Yeah, I see that. Mhm.
That's not nice. So what if it would be okay to have an agenda?
Yeah, when it is clear, when it's spoken, it's clear, it actually has no problem with it already. It's just the seeing of it sees through. Oh yeah, there is a not okayness with an agenda. And then it's seen, and then it doesn't has no effect anymore.
Yeah.
As I experience it right now.
Yeah, yeah. See, the emotion is also gone.
Yeah.
So let's see what's now.
Yeah, exactly. Then it's the next now.
Yeah, that felt nice. It's like, now comes another one.
Yeah.
Like, is it okay to want something?
If it, yeah. Is it okay to want something? If it would know what it wants.
Say again.
If it would know what it wants, but I can't feel what it wants.
Oh, it can't feel what it, so there comes an emotion again. Oh, it doesn't know what it wants. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, gosh. Yeah, that's very confusing, huh? Mm.
And in the deep sense, I know what it wants, and that's connection.
Oh,
So that's the deep sense of
oh,
what it wants.
okay.
Yeah.
So it wants felt sense connection, huh?
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wants to feel it. It wants to feel
Yeah.
physically connection. How does it feel when there is connection? Does it know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Far out. Can it show me?
Yeah, it's that's a strange paradox in a sense, because this is everything that is showing up, and it is still here. It is also here in which it can receive everything that is showing, like the separation or the tears, or what you spoke about, not wanting an agenda. So everything is revealing in a sense.
Yeah.
And it still feels, actually, I feel my tailbone, I feel that here. So I don't feel spacious in a sense.
Oh,
It's just, it's also here.
yeah.
And all those very young layers are revealing. Yeah. So that's a strange paradox in a sense, because it only looks like that it is in separation and not knowing, and it is also some container where this is happening in.
Oh, how beautiful.
So that's actually a strange paradox. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes and no, huh?
Yeah.
I like hearing that.
Yeah.
It's really nice. So it is here and it
Yeah.
is not here in a certain way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or, huh,
Yeah,
I'm not
that
sure
is.
if that is even true, huh?
Yeah, I can't say, but it feels.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Strange to explain this. Yeah.
Because, it must be here, otherwise it couldn't report on itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
It sounds a bit like, when Sylvia and I were speaking, with that, maybe it could use a little squeeze, huh, so that it gets a sense of itself. Or,
Yeah.
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 I mean, I don't know how and what, but it's just,
Yeah.
just a good squeeze. So, yeah, that it can feel itself.
Yeah. It's so, yeah, it's a strange paradox. And so I'm also not sure now when you speak this about that squeeze. If it is hanging around in this other space, this lonely space, and yeah, and what it is missing, well, it still has a sense of self, and so that's.
So is it missing
Yeah.
something? It's talking to us. I mean,
Yeah.
it's definitely sharing with us.
Yeah.
So is it missing anything? Let's just have a look.
Now it is this. it is the strange thing that I can hold this very young and lonely child, but it also can express this in a very strong emotional wave. But when I allow that to be there, and it has just the full momentum, then actually it calms down and it is in connection.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful.
Like that.
Yes.
But I also must say, this last week the waves are quite strong. So over and over again. And somehow it seems that I really need to stop for it and not stepping over, but then okay, then oh wait, something is happening here. Okay, then the wave can come, and there comes a wave, and it is quite strong, but when it gets its momentum, then it calms down, and it feels in connection, deeper, deeper, yeah. Yeah.
Sounds wonderful. This is okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks for playing with me like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know what kind of round we made somehow in this. It's yeah. It felt a bit chaotic and not exactly knowing, and somehow it arrived deeper in the embodiment.
Wow, fantastic.
So it felt like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So thank you, Meike.
Thank you, Judith.
Mm.
Thank you.
Mm.